Hey guys, welcome back inside of the Plastic Planet. I am your host, Knick-Knack. Forgive the echo, guys. I am in the downstairs hallway going down into the archive room of the Plastic Planet to shoot yet another video for you guys. And boy, do I have a great video for you guys tonight because I had a great weekend. Great weekends equal great videos. Because why? I went out and bought a lot of shit. So yeah, this is going to be a great time, guys. Stay tuned.
Knick-Knack's Plastic Planet. With your host, it's Knick-Knack!
Hey guys, welcome back inside of the Plastic Planet. I am your host, Knick-Knack, hanging out with you guys today here in the Plastic Planet where your childhood is my hood. Does that make any sense? I was kind of like trying out that new catch line. I don't really know if that makes any fucking sense. But anyway, hey, welcome back inside of the Plastic Planet. As I said in the intro, just before the segue there, I have a ton of stuff to show off to you guys. I had a fantastic weekend. Really hit the retail, the big box stores and the retail this weekend, and got a lot of stuff on clearance. Found a lot of awesome clearance items. Hit some of the deep discount stores. You know what kind of stores I'm talking about, guys. The Tuesday Mornings, the Rosses. Hit a few of those. Like I like to kind of call them dumpster retail, and that's not being snobby. That's just kind of being truthful. They're kind of trashy stores, but you can find some amazing deals in them, and there's absolutely no shame in shopping at those places, don't get me wrong. But they are it is kind of dumpster diving, so to speak, shopping there. And hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Every raccoon occasionally finds a large untouched pizza in the dumpster. It's all good, guys. And there's no shame in eating that either. But anyway, like I said, so I found a lot of really cool stuff this weekend, and I just want to show off each and every one of them to you guys. But first, I want to show off two things that I got in this lunchbox. You guys remember this lunchbox I showed you guys in the last video I did? This Empire Strikes Back lunchbox that my wife picked up for me from Goodwill Auctions. I forgot to mention to you guys, it also came with two vintage action figures. Check it out. It came with a very pristine, although no accessory, General Madine. Look how great that looks. Very crisp. The joints are great. Paint still looks great. Very well intact figure. And of course a B-Wing pilot. So two kind of throwaway vintage figures from the Return of the Jedi line from 1983, but still very cool. So I got those. Now, what did I get on clearance this week? Well, let's start out. About a week and a half ago, I was in my Walmart, my local Walmart, and I came across this gem. Well, I don't know if it's a gem, but for the price, it is a gem. A number of years ago, I would have been so super excited to pick up a Star Wars vehicle. A Star Wars vehicle, a mid-sized Star Wars vehicle for only $7. And that's exactly what I got. This cool, I guess, Han Solo speeder. I got it for $7 on clearance. I don't know. That's kind of a testament to where Star Wars kind of is right now. The fact that you can find this stuff. And you know what? Honestly, guys, you should never, ever pay full price for Hasbro Star Wars. Because eventually, it's going to go on sale, and it's going to be dirt cheap. And you're going to pay pennies on the dollars for what it originally cost. And like I said, I think this was a $30, $40 piece when it first came out last spring with the release of Solo Star Wars story. And now, there were plenty of them there, and it was only $7. So that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and open this thing up for you guys so you guys can see it out of the box. Alrighty, so all in all, I've unboxed this thing, as you can see, and it's actually a very nice little medium grade Star Wars vehicle. I'm kind of impressed with it so far. It's got, of course, young Han Solo in there, and of course he's got a little pistol on him. And I was a little disappointed with the figure because I got him out. I got him out of the box with his little pistol and thought he'd have a little tiny holster, because that's what you used to get with Hasbro figures, but apparently not anymore. But that's okay. We'll just disregard that for now. But the vehicle itself is kind of cool. It's got a crumple zone play gimmick on it, which is kind of interesting. You push down the seat, which I already have done, and the front of the hood here has almost got a kind of a rubber feel to it, which is kind of cool and kind of gives it a feeling of quality, honestly. And that's hard for me to say about a lot of Star Wars toys these days. So that's really cool. So anyway, he sits in the seat here, and basically you can basically like crumple up the hood like this, and then he pops into the windshield. So not only is this that a fun play gimmick, but also it's kind of a public service announcement to buckle up, people. So that's kind of cool. So anyway, all in all, for $7 frickin', you can't really go wrong here. I found this one at Walmart. They do seem to be being clearanced everywhere. So hey, if you want one, there's a good chance if you head to your Walmart store or someplace, you'll probably find one and find it for the cheap, on the cheap, I guess. So yeah, not too bad. Alrighty, so what else did I pick up this weekend on my awesome weekend excursion out about into the realm of collectible mass retail? Well, I picked up a couple comic books. Now, I don't talk a lot of comics on this channel, and honestly, I'm not a really big comic reader anymore. There's a number of years back when I read comics a lot more than I do now, but I couldn't help it. I gotta give this a shot. Haven't read them yet, but very excited about this, and that is issue number 1 and number 2 of Marvel Comics getting back into the Conan the Barbarian game. Very excited to check out these 2 comic books. I've heard good things about them. I am a huge fan of Conan the Cimmerian, Conan the Barbarian, particularly how the original incantation of Conan from Robert E. Howard, not necessarily the Arnold Schwarzenegger version that we all grew up with. I'm very much a fan of how Conan was kind of portrayed in the Robert E. Howard novels. And hopefully these comics kind of follow that trend, much like the Dark Horse comics did a couple of years back. I have a ton of those over here that I've read and really enjoyed, because those were really just almost straight out of the books themselves, and they were fantastically drawn, and hopefully Marvel keeps that alive. So fingers crossed. I don't know if you guys have read these yet. I'm going to give it a shot though. Let me know in the comments section if you've read these and if you think I'll like them. So looking forward to that. So Conan the Barbarian. He's back with Marvel Comics after all these years. Kind of cool. Alright, so what else did I get in my little adventures this weekend in mass retail collectibles? Well, I'll tell you what, I got something that I was really excited to find. Well over a year ago, I got the first 2 figures in the Super Friends DC Multiverse wave. I think they were Walmart exclusives, if I'm not mistaken. Got the first 2 figures, the Batman and the Green Lantern, in that wave well over a year ago, and I've been looking forward to finding the Aquaman and the Superman. Well, I never frickin' found them. And you know, it's not like I don't go to Walmart very often. I'm there a lot. I never found the damn thing. Well, where do find this figure, which happens to be the one I really wanted, the Superman one? I found them at our freaking outlet malls at kind of a outlet toy store. Got him for a song of only $12. I know he retailed for around $20. Got him for $12. And yeah, I couldn't be happier. You know, it was like it's like this entire wave. I don't know if you guys saw this wave much at your Walmart stores, but for me, this entire wave just like skipped regular retail and went right to deep discount. So I was kind of surprised to find him there, but it was a pleasant surprise nonetheless. So finally, I'm gonna get this guy out of the box and have him set up with my my Green Lantern and my Batman for you guys right now. Alrighty, so check it out. Here they all are together at last, finally. Still missing that Aquaman. He's still elusive to me, but nevertheless, Superman does look fantastic. Although I must say, taking a look at him, I'm not seeing a real I'm not seeing him really modeled after the Hanna-Barbera animated Super Friends Superman, as you can see here in this this character key that I picked up. This is a reproduction, I am sure, but this character key from Challenge of the Super Friends from 1978. You can see definitely the animated style and the much more pronounced chin on Superman that there is on this particular figure. This figure looks a lot more to me like the kind of more of an homage to the Kenner Superpower Superman than to the actual animated Super Friends Superman. But I digress. It's still a decent figure, and they all look fantastic together. I need to get my Aquaman so that instead of having the characters behind him, I can spell out. Do I have these things in the right order? I can spell out the Super Friends. That's gonna look fantastic when I get Aquaman finally in hand, and I can spell out Super Friends behind these four figures. That's a really cool ad, and well done, Mattel, on that one. I'm kind of saddened that they didn't do more. I mean, I want Robin, I want Wonder Woman. Hell, I want the Wonder Twins, man. Anyway, really cool. Alrighty, so the next thing on my list that I picked up this weekend, and this kind of goes in that same theme, I picked this up at my local Ross store for only like $7, and this is really cool, really fun. I don't know where I'm going to put it, but I just saw it and kind of thought, screw it, I'll buy it because it's cool. And that's this lenticular Justice League, Super Friends, whatever you want to call it, Superpowers picture. And it's kind of lenticular. I don't know if you can see that in the camera. Did you guys ever have like lenticular stickers as a kid? You know, if you're a child of the 80s, you probably had a sticker album. I know I did. And this kind of takes me back to that a little bit. I had a lot of stickers that had this kind of lenticular look to it, and so it just kind of made me think of that. And I don't know. I thought the art on it was pretty damn awesome. So I picked this up. I think this is pretty cool. A little Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, Batman, and Supes there, looking really cool. And if you look at it differently, it moves on you. So ain't technology something, huh? That's pretty awesome. Alright, so we're getting down there. I've only got 2 more items left, but these are kind of getting a little more expensive. I did spend a little more money on these. This next item I picked up at my Walmart store, regular price, $19.95, $20. This is really freaking sweet. As you know, if you're a long-time viewer of my channel, I kind of got a soft spot for old-time 1980s pop culture cars, whether we're talking about the General Lee or Ecto-1. You know, that Walmart commercial is really cool, by the way. That Walmart commercial that just came out with Ecto-1 and Back to the Future DeLorean and the Jurassic Park Jeep, and of course Kit from Knight Rider. The Hollywood Rides Metals Knight Rider kit. Picked this up for $20. Really freaking awesome. It lights up when you kind of pull the door open. I don't know if you guys can see that. Get in there real close. You pull the door shut or open. Yeah, see, there it goes. Any rate, let's get this out and kind of compare it to my other Hollywood Rides vehicles, and yeah, this is going to be sweet. Alrighty, so there is Kit for you guys, all removed from his packaging. I tried to wipe him down a little bit with my shirt, get all those nasty fingerprints off of him. He does seem susceptible to dust and fingerprints, but that out of the box sheen is just amazing. You can see all the studio lights and my my upper ambiance lights, the blue ones, just you know, shining off of him. He looks absolutely fantastic. You know, once in a while, guys, I don't crow a lot about things that I happen to find at mass retail, but when there is a value to be had, guys, I crow about it. And guys, I'm crowing about this one because this one is awesome. Of course, as you open the door up, then his sensor goes off and looks really awesome. When you shut it, it seems to go off. I'm not sure if that's in test mode or not. I'll have to open him up to see. There's a tiny screw on the bottom of him to get inside of him, but I haven't tested that yet, so I don't know if this is a test mode or if that's a permanent thing. Nevertheless, still looking really freaking cool. Of course, you'll see him here displayed with my other Hollywood Rides. Of course, this is the '89 Michael Keaton Batmobile, and of course, you with no introduction over here is of course Ecto-1 from the '84 Ghostbusters film. Just looking really cool, guys. I'm really digging this piece a lot. You know, sometimes I gotta think though. I mean, where would the Pontiac Firebird be without Knight Rider from a historical standpoint? Would it simply be just like a craptacular version of the Fiero? But it's not, because it was frickin' Kit, and that just gives this particular car. You know, when I was a kid, this was like something I really wanted, a Pontiac Firebird someday. That and a Lamborghini Countach. Neither one came to fruition, but nevertheless, because of Knight Rider, you know, the Pontiac Firebird is not a Fiero. Alrighty, guys, well, last but certainly not least is the final item that I picked up this weekend, and I'm really excited about this one. This is probably the most, this is the most expensive item I picked up. I picked this up at my local comic book store. My good friend Sean, who runs our local comic book store, I Want More Comics, had this in stock, and so I just kind of had to pick it up from him. And I don't mind spending a little extra cheddar over there because Sean's a good guy and he runs a good business. Nevertheless, picked up this guy, this Kotobukiya Lex Luthor figure, statue, whatever you want to call it. Really dig these. Of course, it's got the magnetic stand there. And I just kind of wanted to get more DC villains to kind of fill out my detolf behind me. As you guys know, I showed off my my 1/6 scale Sideshow collectible Superman in last week's video, and I kind of just wanted to get something a little more villain-esque in that detolf, and Lex Luthor certainly fits the bill. I love the green on him. That's really gonna pop in that detolf behind me. So let's get him open right now and check him out. Alrighty guys, and here is the big bad guy himself, Lex Luthor, all removed from his packaging. This Kotobukiya statue is absolutely awesome in my opinion, although kind of giving a second look at it out of the box, I will say I'm a little disappointed with the face sculpt. He's kind of got this odd expression. I don't know if he's, concocting some evil plan, or he's grimacing in agony or pain from the constrictions of his super suit, or I don't know. It just kind of looks like to me like he's sucking on a lemon. So that's a little bit of a weird expression there. But other than that, I really do dig this particular piece a lot. I love the colors. I love the green and purple on him. That's going to really pop on a shelf, guys. That's going to look really, really good in my detolf back here. I'm really looking forward to seeing him in there. And you know what? One thing I really do love about these Kotobukiya figures these days is they come with these magnetized stands. That's just absolutely awesome. I mean, you know what? Hey guys, putting a collectible, a higher end collectible on a shelf. You know what? It's a lot like, hooking up with a girl that you just met at a dance club, and come to find out she lives in a trailer park off East Colfax. If you're from Colorado, you guys know what I'm talking about. It's like that. You want to make sure you got protection when you're doing that, and that's exactly what these stands provide. It's a value add, guys. It's a value add for these collectibles, and I absolutely dig it a lot. I love the magnetization there. Just really keeps the figure nice and safe and secure on that shelf, so there's not going to be any lethal accidents, because if this guy took a tumble off a high shelf onto a floor that was less than padded, that would be bad. That would be really bad. But as it is, he's really safe and protected on this stand, looking really, really good. There's a nice 360 of him for you guys. The backside looks really, really cool. I love that. I love the armor on his super suit. Again, I just really, really love the green, love the purple. This is a fantastic add to the collection, and I'm really looking forward, like I said, to getting him inside of my detolf. Lex Luthor, badass.
Now this is the plan. Get your ass to Mars.
Alrighty, well, hey guys, that's going to wrap up this edition of the Plastic Planet. I hope you enjoyed this little showcase of my weekend haul. It was a really good haul. A lot of clearance items, and, some medium-range premium item as well, like this awesome Lex Luthor figure, which I'm really most excited about from this haul. And really, really fantastic, and yeah, this is going to look great. And obviously, all very worthy adds here to the Plastic Planet. Alright guys, like I said, that's going to wrap up this edition of the Plastic Planet. Please like, share, comment, and please do subscribe if you're not a subscriber of the Plastic Planet. We have a great time here each and every week, and would love to have you guys, each and every one of you, along for the ride. Alright guys, like I said, it's going to wrap things up and say, hey, till next time guys, like I always say, life is so very, very short, so get out there like I did this past weekend and buy some plastic crap. Fill it with some plastic crap. That's right. Because when you're dead, it's going to be your kids' problems anyway, right? They're going to have to clean out your frickin' house, not you. So get out there and buy some shit. Alright guys, till next time, later. Love you. Bye.